Many people are envious of the rich. It seems to others that they are very lucky in life, but the rich also have problems. Sometimes such situations happen in their lives after which it is difficult for a person to remain the same. Our story today will amaze you. Watch the video until the end. The gorgeous blue-eyed blonde Olga was the head of a huge construction company. Everyone was amazed at how skillfully a slim girl led whole brigades of men. Her character was strong and unyielding. Once, Olga was late for work. She was very nervous while driving. She was annoyed by traffic jams, and suddenly a disabled person in a wheelchair came up to her window. How angry she was! Having vented all her anger out on the guy, she also called him the offensive word quitter, and she was indignant why such a young man did not want to work. If only she knew what a terrible thing was awaiting for her around the corner. Suddenly, Olga was horrified to see a huge truck coming at her. The girl did not remember anything else. Waking up in the hospital, Olga heard her mother's voice. There was only darkness when she tried to open her eyes, as her head was completely covered in bandages. Her mother, with tears, told her daughter the terrible news. She would never be able to see again. Then Olga was taken home from the hospital, and her mother also went to her daughter's house. She decided to help her with the business because she used to work as an accountant. Olga told her mother the details of her business, and she carefully controlled the calculations. Only work brought the girl back to life. Sometimes despair attacked her, and then Olga sobbed out loud and smashed dishes. She was oppressed by such weakness. Her mother silently removed the broken pieces and in every way tried to help her daughter to cope with her depression. So she convinced the girl to go to the gym. To help her blind daughter, her mother also decided to go to the gym. Olga started working out, and a few days later, something incredible happened. A new guy named Maxim came to the gym. He liked the beautiful blind blonde. He was amazed when he learned that Olga was the director of a large company. The next time, he resolutely approached the girl. At first, she answered rudely and harshly, but gradually Maxim became friends with them both, mother and daughter. How happy the mother was that her daughter began to smile from time to time. Maxim and Olga started dating. They went on evening walks and restaurants. The young people were irresistibly attracted to each other. She found out that Maxim was also a businessman working in a reputable foreign company. Then the most magical day came. He proposed to her. The wedding was rich and luxurious. The bride was charming. Everyone admired the generosity of the groom, who fell in love with the blind girl. It seemed that it was a wonderful fairy tale with a happy ending, but the most incredible thing was just beginning. When the young people returned from their honeymoon, Olga was headed by Maxim. The newlyweds went to the office together, but only the head of the family had the right to sign. Olga's longtime friend Marina also worked for the company. While the owner of the business was sick, she did all the business. Marina did not want to step aside, and the insidious friend began to attract Olga's husband's attention. Maxim willingly succumbed to the flirtation of the bright girl. Olga's mother began to notice that there was something going on between them. Olga did not want to believe it. "Marina is my best friend, and Maxim is my beloved husband," she said sharply to her mother, "and you'd better stay at home." However, a vague anxiety appeared in the girl's heart, and she decided to be very attentive. Once, when entering the office, Olga heard a sound resembling the click of the safe. It seemed that there was no one in the office, but she understood that the thief could have gone out silently because she couldn't see. With Maxim, something unimaginable began to happen. He stayed at work for a long time, and he was not the same. The wife did not believe in the betrayal of her beloved, but she even more wanted to catch the thief. One day, her mother brought her great news. Olga's doctor found a wonderful Japanese professor who could restore the girl's sight. If the family pays for the trip, he is ready to fly to their city. Of course, they agreed. Olga and her mother told everyone that they were going on a trip. Before leaving, Olga installed hidden cameras at work and at home. It is impossible to believe it, but the operation was successful and Olga's eyesight finally returned. But for her husband, she decided to pretend to stay blind for a while because she wanted to find out if he was stealing her money. But what the girl learned was much worse. A hidden camera showed that Maxim was constantly taking money from the safe. Olga and her mother called the police and went home. Opening the door with her key, she heard the voices of her husband and her friend. They were talking about robbing the home safe and simulating an attack by bandits. Olga exhaled and entered the room, pretending to be blind. Maxim was horrified and with a gesture ordered Marina to be silent. The traitors silently began to get out of the bed. The husband rushed to Olga with words of love. Marina grimaced, not knowing that Olga saw all of it. Olga was furious. She hit Maxim on the head with a vase and grabbed her friend by the hair. Hearing wild screams, the police broke into the house. They took Maxim away in handcuffs, and they barely pulled Olga away from Marina. The hapless lovers were put on trial for major machinations. After the divorce, Maxim didn't get anything. Olga and her mother returned to business, and they were doing great. The Japanese professor had a charming young doctor as an assistant. He invited Olga for a checkup and fell in love with her. The tragic story ended with a happy new love. Dear friends, appreciate your loved ones, trust your loved ones, and there will not be vile traitors around. Thanks for watching this story. Click like and subscribe to our channel.